Hit on Kivioya, but it's Guillaume Richard who brings it out, and maybe a 2-on-1 short-handed across Richard. He scores! Guillaume Richard puts Providence on the board first. And Gustafsson gets it all the way down. There's Perreault. Perreault short-handed chance. He scores! There is Muldowney, centers, Shandor back, and he scores! UConn Hudson Shandor ties the game at 1. 82% for the season. Nadeau comes in. He scores! It's a power play goal. Chance for McCarr. He scores! Lopercami right towards the net, and Fowler made a save. Then the follow, and Fowler stopped him. Cole Hudson cycles around. Comes down. Yzerman, what a save by Tongue. Perreault got to it. Comes to Stiga. Open in front. Good glove by Benny Halas. Amante Wadla chance. Back across. Big save. Fowler. Here's Higgins. Has Leonard across. Leonard score! He did it again! Empty net for Providence in a 2-1 game with 1:03 to go here in the quarterfinal. Malinowski throws it towards the net, loose in front. A diving attempt by Will, couldn't get it, and then a turning try by Mustard is fought off by Muslik, and Muldowney knocks it down the ice. All the way towards the net, it goes! Clear the pike! The ice bus is coming to Boston! Another Friday night of Hockey East action. Today from Conti Forum in Chestnut Hill. It is UMass and Boston College in a game with major implications for the postseason race. UMass right now is on the outside looking in the current pairwise picture, but with a win today, they will likely jump into the NCAA tournament field. And that is the stakes as we welcome you upstairs to the fourth floor. Thanks so much for joining us with Jim Connolly. I'm Eric Galanti. It's the good thing about the math problem, right? We know exactly what happens with a win today for UMass. They jump into the field in all likelihood against a Boston College team that really is looking to bounce back from their Beanpot loss on Monday night. Second half to you as we get this started with a Boston College team that brings back a bunch of gold medal winners from that World Junior Tournament. We should talk about that first because it was amazing. Not just that the Eagles were there, but just how big an impact Boston College and Hockey East had on that tournament.
You can't comprehend the impact that they had for Team USA, factoring in on 36 of the 37 goals. Just a great job by this BC line who really carried US through the entire tournament.
They'll take on a Merrimack team that's winners of 4 and 5 and has 2 games under their belt in this second half. Ty Deneau's been really important for the Warriors recently.
He has. Cooking on a 3-game goal streak is Ty Deneau, a 2-8-1 record, but like you said, he 4 wins in their last 5 games. They're starting to find their stride.
You know, Jerry York used to say trophy season started right around the Beanpot, but in this day and age in college hockey, it starts right after Christmas break. And you mentioned it, Teddy Stiga scoring the game winner, the Boston College freshman, winning the gold medal for the United States for the 2nd year in a row. That's 1 trophy down for these Golden Eagles, 4 to go. The quest begins in the second half tonight. So Boston College is going to start this game on the power play. If you were with us on our pre-show, Yegorov came out too early. He came out before the referees came out. First college game, totally new, just made a mistake. However, that is a protocol violation. So because of it, BU starts on the penalty kill with a 2-minute minor penalty for that violation. So if all of this wasn't enough to deal with, there's that on top of it to start this game.
Yeah, a little crazy. This was something, protocol was something that was highly enforced 2 seasons ago. Teams followed. You didn't see a ton of penalties because of it, but then this was a little bit of a weird situation. We couldn't tell if the BU players were kind of egging him to go out there early his first game. Doesn't matter. Referees took note. Penalty called. BC on the power play
for the record, it wasn't, folks, it wasn't like it was close. He was out there for a full minute longer than he was supposed to be. So, I mean, it was very clear.
Yes.
So that's why, I mean, it's just a no-doubter penalty. I know folks weren't here to see it, but just a no-doubter penalty. So that's where we start with Boston College on the power play. Obviously odd to start the game like this, but let's see. Ryan Leonard in. Ryan Leonard kicked away. Follow goes! Well
about Stiga in the open. Says he has been back from World Juniors, unstoppable. Before he got there, he probably played himself onto Team USA with a great first half here. Boston University was complaining about a pick there that was set at the blue line. No call, but a great low shot with a purpose by Ryan Leonard. Stiga right there on the doorstep, seconds into this game, and it's 1-0.
Well, let's just call it what it is. I mean, we got a long way to go. We got plenty to talk about. It's a disaster of a start on one side. The Eagles chugging on the other. Right on the doorstep, Jelvik wraps around, and it comes to the near wall. So a power play goal for Boston College, a power play that only saw action for less than 30 seconds last night. They were 0 for 1 and then took a penalty on their power play. This building is jazzed right now as Gasso on the near side, right to Ryan Leonard. He waits, fanned on the shot. Jack Harvey was there on the backside before Manetian picks it up, throws it towards the net, and Yegorov knocks it aside. Hayden Hershuk, far wall for Manetian, and he gives it right back. So even here, we're back to full strength, but all of the time is on this end of the ice.
Yeah, I mean, that penalty, as maybe as minor as it seems when it's happening, you let up the goal, and now this building is just jumping. You knew that you were getting a good atmosphere when this started. Then you throw that early goal in after an unnecessary penalty, but great job there. And you see Ryan Leonard knows exactly what he's doing there. He's trying to throw a puck off the goaltender's right pad. That's not shooting to try to score. He knew exactly what he was doing there. Teddy Stiga heads to the net, gets rewarded.
And again, we're talking about how new this all is. You see it on that replay. Yegorov is still in his pads from Omaha, wearing the orange, right, as he plays in this first college game of his career. A really highly thought-of goaltender in quite a spot tonight. Quinn Hudson tied up with Perreault on the blue line before it works back for Drew Fortescue.
We're told it's about 2 weeks he's been on campus, but from what I've heard as well, just 3 practices. Yep. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week.
Across Stiga, his shot got deflected as Cole Hudson got a piece of it for BU. And now Gavin McCarthy, who's back there with Hudson, turns it over. Right back, there was a chance for Stiga there once again, but Jack Hughes broke it up. The Eagles are really working on the offensive end, but this one comes all the way back to center. Fowler's going to go quickly with it, though. It's Stiga onside. Stiga shot his glove down by Yegorov. So this Eagles power play for the season at 19.1%, which is 7th in hockey, is 36th nationally. But eye test-wise, statistically, it's been much better recently. It's felt like they're starting to find a rhythm. Higgins with Perreault. He has 2 power play goals over his last 2 games. That shot stopped by Whitehead. Eamon Powell now over for Ryan Leonard in that spot. Powell, who's quarterback for a couple of years. Now Leonard, and Whitehead has to fight it off. Leonard once more. Tried to go right back for Andre Gasso. He's played so well down the stretch of the season. Another Bruins draft pick, Gasso. Powell straight on for Ryan Leonard. Comes back towards center. Waits, patient. It's Powell once more. And now Leonard switches spots. Shoots it towards the net. Whitehead a save. Loose right in front for Higgins. Couldn't get it on goal. He goes behind the net with it. Out for Gabe Perreault. He waits and shoots up high. And another save by Whitehead. Excellent work by Whitehead here against a relentless pressure from BC. It is Powell towards the net. Another save, Whitehead. Eamon Powell comes back to it on the dot. Switches spots again with Leonard. Leaves it for James Higgins with 56 seconds. And it's Leonard. Across for Powell. Couldn't quite control the pass.
These penalty killers are gassed for Northeastern. Yep. Not even moving, barely moving out there.
And Leonard knows that. Going to take some time. Comes for Perreault once again. It's Leonard, and he missed wide. Around for Eamon Powell again. 40 seconds on the penalty. These guys have been out there the whole way. Powell shoots in. That is blocked. It does come to center. Northeastern gets 1 guy off. Williams, though, right here gets it down, and now they will be able to change the whole unit.
Yeah, that's a big part. You know, block shots a big part of that. This is a good shot blocking team, Northeastern.
Well, can't be upset with the chances there if you're Boston College.
Good puck possession, good time. You want to hit the net with some of your one-timers. That's the one thing you could maybe be a little picky about.
Stiga for Mike Posma. 6 seconds remaining on the power play. Manetian for Stiga, and it's Lucas Gustafson again. Shoots it towards the net, miss wide. Stiga right back to it, turns it with Posma open in front. Couldn't connect on the pass, and we're back to even strength. Manetian finds Gustafson. Floats a pass for Will Vogt with Dorrington closest to him. And it's Manetian off his left skate to keep it in. Manetian towards the net is blocked by Jack Williams. Even these guys now have been out there for a little bit for Northeastern. They do manage to get it to center. Though Will Vogt is right there to spear it over for Manetian. And it's Stiga right back in. Looking for a cutting Gustafsson. Stiga shoots and missed wide.
I think at the end of this period, when we count things up, one of the things that'll stand out, the number of shot attempts by Boston College that did not hit the net this first period.
Shots on goal even are up to 12-7 in favor of Boston College after it was pretty even before that power play chance. Sondriel centers, Berard shot, and a good save, Whitehead. Well, Cam Whitehead picking up right where he left off on Wednesday night. What a start for him against the #1 Eagles.